Hi, my name is Solomon King and welcome to Promptly Speaking, your quick daily AI guide packed with tips, tricks, and the freshest updates in the world of artificial intelligence. All right, so today's session, we'll be diving into Midjourney to take a look at some really interesting prompts. And today's prompt is going to be about a showroom with dramatic lighting. So I typically pick some of these prompts from Twitter. So if you see it on Twitter somewhere, just know that that was the source for my inspiration. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, imagine a high-tech robot toy in a showroom. We're going to add some dramatic lighting to it. And we are going to give it add a modular variable and then do an octane render to give it that nice crisp render style. And then, yeah, let's see what that looks like. I have some automatic settings which will change the aspect ratio. In this case, my aspect ratio is 7:4. And then I have an uplight setting and I'm using Midjourney version 5.2. So let's wait for this and see what it looks like. As we are doing that, I'm going to also do the same setting, but in this case, I'm going to say, imagine high-tech robot toy in a showroom, dramatic lighting, modular, white background. And already you can see some pretty interesting results so far. So that's what this looks like. I love these, but I just want to regenerate this a little, right? So let's look at what another version looks like. That is fine. This is already looking very, very well lit. Okay, this looks really awesome. I love this too. I love this three. We are also going to explore something very interesting in the new version of Midjourney that has a zoom out. So I want to see what this looks like as a full figure. So I will upscale version 3. I'll upscale image number 3 just so that I can zoom out. But at the same time, I am going to, okay, so we have, this is image number 3. It looks phenomenal. Let us zoom out a little bit so that we see what the feet look like. And at the same time, I am going to upscale image number 4 and image number 1, just to see how cool those look like. And then this is another variation of the previous prompt. These look really interesting. I love this. I love this. Again, the prompt is showroom, dramatic lighting, modular, with a bit of octane render. So the zoom out is happening. And then here, this looks absolutely phenomenal. I love it. I love the lighting. I love the textures, etc. So as you can see, this particular prompt can give you some very interesting results. That looks incredible. I love robots, so obviously that looks fantastic for me. Let's look at what the zoom out looks like. So this is the new zoom out feature in Midjourney. You can see that it has expanded it from this setting, from this view with, you know, the image cut off at the robot's knees. And now we have a zoom out that has a little bit more full body, so you can see a little bit of creativity. It's improvised a little too much. It looks like it's shortened the legs a little. But that's a really exciting prompt. Showroom, dramatic lighting, modular, etc. Let us get the same prompt and do, I wonder why, let's use this one, showroom, dramatic lighting, octane render. So this prompt is really good for product visualization, right? So in this case, let's do Mercedes SLR McLaren in a showroom, modular, dramatic lighting, octane render, and then we'll do the same for a pair of headphones. Headphones, showroom, dramatic lighting, modular, octane render. Will not get too fancy with this. All right, those are being generated. That already looks really good. So as you can see, it's really good if like you're trying to showcase a specific product. It sort of puts it in the studio setting. That looks really awesome. I love the look. I love the white, but these are also really cool. And look at that. Doesn't that look absolutely incredible? Let's upscale one of these. Let's upscale 3. Actually, let's upscale all of them. Man, I'm going to burn through my credits. Look at that. That looks gorgeous. There's some bit of artifacting around the lights, but that is an incredibly amazing. Oh, look at that. It does look like a really, really luxurious showroom. All right. Look at that. Oh, the red looks phenomenal. So it's done a weird mashup of different Mercedes brands, but you can see a little bit of distinction around the SLR McLaren. Let's see what it's done for the headphones. This is really odd. I love this. I don't know what it's doing here. Maybe I did something. Let's try and change that to headphone in a show. Sorry, making this mistake. Imagine and then let's also imagine something a little bit to do with cosmetics. Cosmetics. Products in a showroom. Dramatic lighting, render modular, etc. So I like this. Let's upscale this a little. The headphones look absolutely weird. So let's just upscale version 4 and see how that looks like. So once again, it's a really interesting prompt for product showcases. So it's basically showroom, dramatic lighting, modular with an octane render. Okay, I don't know why it's trying to put the headphones around the chair. I think it assumes maybe because of all this data around gaming and gaming chairs. But these look great, man. All right. So let's upscale 1, 2, and 4. Look at that. That is really, really high-tech, geeky lighting. I love it. This looks phenomenal as well. And then coming back here, I love the purple hues. And then now this is now the cosmetics shop. It's a little bit wider than I would like, but that looks really good. Let's zoom in on 3 and 4. Scale 3 and 4. And at the same time, let's do the in this case, we'll do a close-up cosmetic product in a showroom, just so that it focuses on one thing. But in the meantime, I love this. And it looks like it's getting better with text, because this is actually legible text. But this looks phenomenal. I love this as well. Everything just has this very hyper-realistic render that is fantastic. Let's regenerate that image again. It's fine. So once again, today's prompt is product in a showroom with dramatic lighting, modular octane render. Once again, I got this off Twitter. If I find the handle that I got it from, I will share it in the comment section or in the description. But I love this. All right, let's do one last one, which is because I'm a nerd, I want to do same prompt, but we'll do Nintendo Gameboy in a showroom, dramatic lighting, octane render. So it has done this. So these close-ups look really interesting. I like this lipstick, and those creams also look great. So let's upscale them, upscale 1 and upscale, actually let's upscale 2 as well, and 4. So look at that. Then look, does that look incredible? Look at that as well. I love, love, love the lighting on this. And then this has a completely different hue. It actually looks like something that could, all the video games look amazing. I mean, it doesn't necessarily look like a real Game Boy, but I love the setting. I'm not sure why it's putting all this weird stuff in the background, but yes, it works. But as you can see, it's like a very interesting demonstration. Let's just regenerate that. I love these. But let's regenerate that a little to see what other variations are. So we can upscale 1 and 4. I don't know what all those wires at the bottom are, but that's a very interesting interpretation. So look at that. I love the lighting. I love the bokeh in the background. It looks awesome. It's a very weird Game Boy. This area should be a little bit flatter, but can't complain. So we're generating another set. So wait for that to come through. If there's anything else that you'd like me to try, if there's a prompt that you'd like me to check out, please leave a message in the comments and I'll take a look at it. This looks absolutely chaotic and it's a mashup of the entertainment system and the Game Boy. I think this is probably the most realistic, but prompts like these are really helpful for you to sort of like visualize an idea that you have in your mind and maybe figure out like what a great setting could look like. Something that looked really great when I was playing around a little bit earlier, and we'll end with that one, is if you do something like glass. So let us say retro sneakers in a showroom, dramatic lighting. Let's add glass casing. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, I don't know. I think I requested for one of these. That looks like a very interesting visualization of a display. So yeah, it has this very interesting showroom vibe, of course, devoid of humans, but very good for product, for ideas for product photography. So everything that you see here is generally something that you'd consider if you're looking at product photography. So ideas for lighting, ideas for placement, camera angles, etc. You can test out a lot of other prompts that change camera angles and all that. So you can do like a close-up, you can do all sorts of interesting variations. But the prompt for today is showroom, dramatic lighting. In this case, we've added a glass casing. So these sneakers are now in this phenomenal glass casing. I love this. It looks like this very interesting collector's edition for sneakers, like, you know, sneakerheads. So let's just upscale all of them, and that will be the prompt for today. So if you're thinking product photography, if you're thinking dramatic lighting, if you're thinking creative representation of products, this could be an interesting inspiration or starting point, or, you know, whatever you're looking for. That looks great. That looks fantastic. Yeah. So I hope you've enjoyed today's prompt video. Please leave a comment, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.